A new team, a fresh start, a blank canvas.
Dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host for today, Paul Santen.
Goedemiddag allemaal. Welkom in Studio 21 in Hilversum voor de teampresentatie van Belkin Pro Cycling Team. Ik switch nu over naar het Engels. Er is een live feed met de camera's en een stroom naar andere landen, dus excuus voor de niet-Engelstaligen. Dat zijn er niet zoveel, denk ik. Welcome to the team presentation of Belkin Pro Cycling Team. We do this in English. There is a live feed. Belkin, as a consumer technology company, know how to do that. We're here today to present the new team, to present the sponsor, and to present the team that goes out to ride the Tour de France. I'd like to welcome the Dutch media, the sports press, the IT press, the Belkin employees, all the people from the Belkin Pro Cycling Team, all their sponsors, their suppliers. There's a wide variety of people in the room. Let's get this started. I'd like to introduce Richard Plugge. Richard is the managing director of the Belkin Pro Cycling Team. So Richard, please join me. So, Richard, here we are.
Yeah.
6 months ago, you were in a bit of a state with a fresh team and no sponsor. It was back in Fuerteventura on the first training camp of Blanco. What was the situation back then?
Well, as you know, Rabobank left us on the 19th of October, but they left us with the opportunity to move forward as a team. As Blanco, so they gave us the opportunity to start, and we did at that moment, and we left Rabobank behind and started Blanco.
When you started, you sat together with your management team, and you talked with your riders. You had internal sessions, and also you discussed what you want to stand for as a team. What were your values, your positioning, and can you maybe explain to the people?
Yeah, we sat together and we thought, who are we? What is our DNA? What are our values? And what are we going to sell to a possible sponsor? So like teamwork, innovation, things like that. So we did it as a team, and we lived to that. We are transparent. Like I said, teamwork is really important for us, and that's what we set out to the world. Yeah.
So then you have your team, you have your philosophy, and then a season starts. A season with a bit of an unclear future, because you don't know when and how you're going to find a new title sponsor. But there's races to be done and races to be won and to be lost. How do you look back at the first 6 months between January, Tour Down Under, till today?
Very busy for me myself. And very successful with 19 victories. Tour Down Under is here on the screen, but also a lot of other stage races, of stages like the Tour of Langkawi with Tom Laser, but others. Theo Bos won a lot of races. Lars Boom, a highlight was Sepp van Marken with the second place. Although it wasn't a win, it was a highlight for us. So it was a good half a year. Yeah.
And how do you think that these results of the riders has helped you to have talks with companies like Belkin?
Well, results are important, but also the way they acted in the media, the way they acted in the social media is really important. And we got that back from all the sponsors, but especially Belkin. Yeah.
So then you, I mean, while we see some highlights behind us, I mean, certainly June was a good month with some amazing results.
Theo Bos winning with all the sprinters, the big names. Yeah.
So then you've been together, and you come together with the process of looking for a sponsor. So in that process, what steps have you taken, and how did you find that process? Was it easy? Is it hard? It's a tough climate out there with the economy.
It was a long road, and we saw a lot of companies. We spoke to a lot of companies. We've been with a lot of companies, but we started already early with Belkin, and we finished with them as well.
So, and in this process, when did you first get the first talks with Belkin? Because the name sort of popped up in the media a couple of weeks ago.
Good job.
There's good reporters out there.
Yep.
It's a process still that takes different steps. There needs to be a sense of grittiness and persistence to get the deal done. Have you always been confident that you could close this partnership with Belkin?
Yeah, I've always been confident, and I know. Yeah, you have to never quit. You always have to, like a cyclist, you always have to pedal hard and never give up. Yeah. So that's what we did.
That's what you did, and then you have these two companies coming together, because they are a company. It's a team, and it's the company. How do you see the fit between the two?
Well, the values of Belkin and the Blanco team are really almost the same. So yeah, it's an open, transparent company, and it fits with our team. So it's a fit.
Then there is the notion of a Dutch team and an international setting. Belkin is an American company with a European head office in Holland. The Belkin Pro Cycling team is Dutch origin, but also international team doing international races. How do these two things match, the international nature of the company and the Dutch nature of the Belkin team?
Well, we cycle around the world. It's a global sport. More and more, it's a global sport, cycling. We cycle around the world. We have different nationalities in the team. And Belkin is a global brand. So, again, there's a big fit.
Yeah. So then the future looks bright and
having fun together. Ride a lot of wheelies, I hope. Having a good team spirit with Belkin and with the team as well. And get some good victories again. Yeah.
Sounds like a good start. Richard, I want to thank you for your short introduction. Maybe it's a good time now to get on stage Reinier Jens, who is the International VP of Belkin. He will introduce himself.
Thank you.
Hi, Paul. So good afternoon, everybody in the room, and also our viewers on the webcast. Welcome to the launch of the pro cycling team of Belkin. This is a very, very exciting day for us. Many of you have seen already the rumors flying around, and today we can finally announce Team Belkin is real. So we have committed to a sponsorship agreement starting at the Tour de France till the end of 2015. So my name is Reinier Jens, and I'm responsible for Belkin outside the US and Latin America. For all the Dutch people here and in the room and on the webcast, I will now say a couple of things in Dutch, and then I switch back to English. So don't worry, my Dutch is better than my English. So you understand it. So goedemiddag allemaal. Welkom in Studio 21 bij de presentatie van Belkin. Wat ons is opgevallen in de aanloop naar deze aankondiging is dat er vrij veel mensen bezorgd waren om de Nederlandse identiteit van het team. Voor deze mensen wil ik heel graag benadrukken dat ons internationale hoofdkantoor in Schiphol-Rijk staat en dat wij heel veel Nederlands bloed in de gelederen hebben. En samen met het Nederlandse management, Richard Plugge, van Team Belkin, gaan wij een goede toekomst tegemoet. So let me switch back to English. So before we dive into the team presentation and brief you on the upcoming Tour de France, we would like to take the opportunity to tell you in short who we are what we do, and last but not least, why we decided to sponsor this team. So let's start with a quick video, and after that, I have the honor to introduce my boss, the owner and founder of Belkin, Chad Pipkin, on the stage. But let's first watch a video. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Chad Pipkin.
Hello, Rainier. Thank you.
So, Chad, great to have you here. But what I think that a lot of people want to know is, you know, why did we do this? Why are we sponsoring this great team?
Well, I'm delighted to be here, and thank you very, very much, all of us both here and joining us via video. It's a very, very exciting day for us. We got our start about 30 years ago in that garage that we saw flashed. One of our first items was a product that we invented, allowing an Apple IIc to work with almost any kind of printer that was out there in the marketplace. So we're delighted to be celebrating our 30th year as Belkin and our 25th year as the Linksys brand.
So, Chad, what makes Belkin different? So, what's the identity of Belkin?
Yeah, so the focus for us is to really thoroughly and deeply understand people, how it is that we really want to live, to raise our kids, to be educated, to be entertained, and in parallel to that, to really understand technology. We think that there's always gaps between what it is we really want to do as people and what technology allows us to do. And as Linksys and Belkin, we work hard to do a great job of filling those gaps, and we call this people-inspired products.
So, Chad, the great thing about this sponsorship agreement is that there are a lot of fans and there are a lot of consumers. And we are more business people. So how is that interacting with each other? How do you see that?
So we're in a market in consumer electronics and technology, which often can be kind of cold and a little bit of a threatening space for folks. And the Linksys brand and the Belkin brand are not about that at all. We're all about being really friendly, easy to trust, and easy to approach. And if we think about it, it's the same thing with pro cycling. It's a sport that's very easy to engage with, to get very, very close to the action. Both the cycling and Linksys and Belkin are very global, and both of us really depend on great teamwork to make great results happen.
So thank you, Chad, for giving us all the support to make this happen. Let's give Chad a big hand. Thank you, Chad.
Thank you, Rainier.
So the next person who I like to invite on stage is Arthur van der Rest. That's our marketing director for Europe, Middle East, and Africa. And he's going to talk about why we did it and what do we see as possibilities for the future. So Arthur.
So good afternoon. We have a great story to tell as Belkin. So we want people to get to know who we are and what we do. Professional cycling and the Belkin professional cycling team will now give us a platform to tell our story. So I'm very sure that most of the people in this room and those people watching on the live stream have a Belkin product somewhere in their home, probably even 2 or 3. So we sell about 150 million products every year. So the chances that you have one of them is pretty big. So it could be your router for your home Wi-Fi network, or if you have an iPod, an iPad, an iPhone, a Samsung tablet, or a Samsung phone, you probably have a case, a screen protector, a charger, or a docking station. And the chances are that it's one of ours. You might even have an accessory for your home automation, which is also one of ours, that's Wemo. And if nothing else, then the HDMI cables in the back of your TV, they're probably made by Belkin as well. So we want to tell people about Belkin, and we have chosen professional cycling and the Belkin Pro Cycling team as the platform to tell that story. So the more that I've learned about the sport, the more that I see what a great match it is for Belkin. Cycling fans are extremely loyal and very connected to the riders and their teams. At Belkin, our whole business has been built on being close to and connected to our customers. And now we want to connect to the cycling community. So at Belkin, we believe we should always feel seamlessly connected to the people and the things that we love. Connected to technology, connected to products, and connected to each other, including through social media. So Belkin, we believe in the infinite potential of people. Everything is about people. So people who create ideas, people who dream up concepts and products, and people like pro cyclists who push themselves to be extraordinary. So we are a consumer technology company, as you've heard. We believe technology exists to make people's lives better, easier, and more fulfilling. And we believe in innovation. Innovation to improve lives, to enable new and more fulfilling experiences. Simple, human, and connected. That is what we are, and that is what we want to be. So we work as a team, we have fun, and we chase ambitious dreams. So I first started talking to Richard in January of this year, and he told me that to do a really good job and be well prepared to make this announcement today, we would need to sign the contract by March the 31st. So we have at least 3 months to get everything ready. And despite what you might have read in the newspapers, we actually only managed to get the contract signed 2 weeks ago. So instead of having 3 months to get everything ready, we ended up with only 2 weeks. So you might say we've been racing ourselves just to get everything ready. And I can tell you, every day we've been overcoming new challenges and new obstacles. You can only begin to imagine. So you guys might think that the 3 weeks in the Tour de France is tough, but actually it's been pretty intensive here as well. So actually there are all kinds of nice parallels between Belkin and cycling. Amazing teamwork, everybody knowing their roles and their responsibilities, and everybody using their individual strengths to succeed as a team. I guess the difference is that we don't have a finishing line. For us, this is just the beginning of a new journey. Cycling is a very natural fit for Belkin. We are very proud and we're very excited to be working with Richard and the team, and we're looking forward to showing you who we are and what we do best. We've already learned a lot, we want to continue to learn, and we want to make our contribution to the cycling community. So now, the moment that you've really been waiting for, I'm going to introduce the team.
Daar staan ze dan, de mannen van de Belkin Pro Cycling Team met nieuwe outfits, nieuwe fietsen en een nieuwe auto. We willen dit moment ook geven voor de fotografen om, als ze willen, het podium op te komen om hun foto's te kunnen nemen. Als videomensen dichterbij willen komen, camera's, nemen we even een kleine fotobreak om dit moment vast te leggen. Er staat een hele serie van linksaf, kijken of ik het goed zie. Richard Plugge, Jos van Emden, Robert Geesink, Theo Bos, Jetse Bol. Aan de rechterkant van de auto Steven Kruiswijk, Mark Goos, Bouke Mollema, Rick Flens, Maarten Chalingi en Nico Verhoeven. Het is even wennen, het zwart en het blauw is verruild voor zwart, wit en Belkin Green. Maar ik denk dat het een mooi plaatje is. Terwijl de heren fotografen en videomensen hun foto's maken, Nog een kleine toelichting op inderdaad het hele korte proces. Binnen 2-3 weken tijd is de kleding gemaakt in Spanje door de leverancier van de kleding. De fietsen zijn door Giant opnieuw geverfd. Er zijn 9 nieuwe Belkin frames klaar voor de Tour de France. Er staan er 2 van hier op het podium. Nieuwe helmen komen eraan en het hele carpark, het hele wagenpark is het afgelopen weekend herstickerd. De nieuw gestickerde bus is op weg naar Mallorca, hoor mij nou, naar Corsica voor de Tour de France opening. En hier staan ook wat auto's. Dus het is een project wat hier samenkomt vandaag en we zijn blij dat we dat met jullie kunnen delen. And I'm now going to say it in English because I've been talking in Dutch, that this is the Belkin Pro Cycling Team. Mean green, hoping for good results and a great show. The new bikes by Giant, the new kit, and the new team. Here we go. So with this, if the gentlemen from the press, you need another minute? I think they do. We like good pictures tomorrow, so we'll give them another break. We're happy with the team. So maybe now I'd like to thank the riders that have been here and invite Nico Verhoeven, Bauke Mollema, excuse me, and Robert Geesink here with me at this table, and we have a little Q&A. And the rest of the riders can go backstage and get a drink. Thank you. A round of applause. Nico, jij mag daar staan. Gaan we corrigeren. Robert, zo. Ja, wat ik wil. Ik mag het zeggen vandaag. Nico, we start with you. In het Nederlands doe ik het met jou. De sportieve doelen voor de Tour de France. Als we de slide achter ons kijken, if you see the slide behind us, there is the tour lineup, the team for the Belkin Pro Cycling Team at the Tour, the 9 riders. Wat zijn jouw sportieve doelen voor de Tour de France?
Nou, onze sportieve doelen zijn in elk geval met Bauke dus een goed mogelijk klassement te rijden. Gezien zijn laatste voorbereidingswedstrijd Ronde van Zwitserland, waarin hij op een heel grote wijze tweede werd. En waarin hij ook heeft laten zien dat hij er klaar voor is. Krijgt hij ook de volledige support van het team. En het tweede objectief is proberen een rit te winnen. Dat is altijd moeilijk in de grote ronde, speciaal de Tour de France. Maar dat is wel een goal om dat te verwezenlijken.
Dan heb je Bauke als kopman en je hebt Robert Geesink, zeer gerenommeerde ronderenner daarnaast. Hoe zie je die 2 renners samenwerken?
Nou, je hebt Bauke, zoals eigenlijk in de winter al een beetje uitgestippeld was, dat Bauke richting de Tour onze kopman zou worden. Nou ja, dat is ook met zijn hele goede rijden in de Ronde van Zwitserland is dat gewoon bevestigd. En Robert is gewoon natuurlijk ook een hele goede klassementsrenner. Maar die zit dan een beetje in steun van Bauke. Dus op de momenten, de finales, dan kan hij van heel grote waarde zijn voor Bauke. En Robert heeft in deze Tour ook een bepaalde vrije rol daarin. Dat als er mogelijkheden zich aandoen voor een ontsnapping voor ritwinst, dan zal hij die ook pakken.
For the live stream people, a quick translation. So Nico is saying that Bauke will be the lead rider for the Tour. He will be the kopman, the main man. And Robert has both a support role for Bauke, but clearly also a free role to go for his own successes. Nico, een ritwinst is altijd prachtig in de Tour. Elke ploeg zou dat willen. Hebben jullie een bepaalde etappe op het oog?
Ja, daarvoor komen eigenlijk alle etappes in aanmerking, behalve de sprintetappes. De sprintetappes zullen met name gecontroleerd worden door de 4-5 sprintploegen die er zijn. Dus daarop is er bijna een kans van 0 om te zeggen dat we daarin succesvol kunnen zijn. Dus we zullen onze focus met name leggen op de andere ritten die er zijn. En dat zijn er nog genoeg om daarin succesvol te zijn. En als we dan praten over eventueel ritten die je graag zou willen winnen, dan komt daarvoor natuurlijk de Alpe d'Huez, de Nederlandse berg, is daarvoor met rood aangestipt. En daarnaast heb je de Mont Ventoux en de team. De ploegentijdrit is natuurlijk heel belangrijk voor de ploeg.
So the question was if there was a specific stage that Nico and the team are aiming for potential stage win. Clearly this team is not built around a sprint train, so it's actually all of the non-flat stages are potential opportunities, and with the Dutch beating heart of this team and the Alpe d'Huez would be great, but also Van Tour, which would be an epic stage. Nico, wanneer is de Tour geslaagd? When could you say after 3 weeks time this has been a good tour for this team?
Ja, eigenlijk is dat een vraag die je achteraf pas kan beantwoorden. En daarmee wil ik zeggen, als je vierde wordt, dan is dat een heel goed resultaat. Maar als je eigenlijk tweede had kunnen worden, dan valt het achteraf tegen. En als je zevende wordt, en dat is het maximale resultaat, dan ben je daar gewoon heel blij mee. Dus dat is een beetje een gevoel waar je achteraf pas kan delen.
So Nico was saying that it's hard up front to say whether it's a successful, what is success, to define success. It depends on a lot of things, and that really only in hindsight you can judge if it has been good or maybe not so good. Een laatste vraag voor Nico, last question. You can only take 9 riders to the Tour. Er mogen er maar 9 mee. Hoe maak je dat selectieproces? Want daar is toch altijd ook weer debat over.
Nou ja, dat is altijd moeilijk. Het is net wat je zegt, je hebt een team van 29 renners en uiteindelijk mogen er maar 9 naar de Tour. Er komt eerst een preselectie, dat is eigenlijk al snel na de winter. En dat zijn dan een 13-tal renners. En daaruit selecteer je 9 renners. De eerste 7, 8 renners, dat is eigenlijk nooit niet zo'n probleem. Maar dan kom je eigenlijk bij de laatste en dat is gewoon, dan heb je gewoon meerdere renners die daarvoor in aanmerking komen. En dan wordt het gewoon een heel moeilijke keus. En waarin het ook altijd zo is dat degene die afvalt op het laatste moment is altijd heel zwaar teleurgesteld. En wat ook normaal zou zijn, want zou die niet teleurgesteld zijn, dan is het ook niet goed.
Nee. So, on the process of selecting 9 riders out of a team of 29, it's a hard process. Pretty soon, in the beginning of the year, there is a pre-selection, and then, when they get closer to the race, they make the final call, and then there's always, the last 2 riders that just not quite make it. There is disappointment, but that's part of professional sports in selecting the right team. Nico, dankjewel, bedankt. I'm moving to Belkin, to the right of me. Welcome, Belkin. What do you think about the new kit?
It's really nice. Yeah, I'm happy with the new sponsor, of course, and it looks great. So I'm looking forward to race in this kit.
You think you'll be able to pick out your teammates easily enough in this color?
I think so. I think it will be more easy with this kit than with the Blanco kit. So that's a good thing.
A question. This is going to be your first tour as the lead rider. You're the man. On the top of the list of the team as it goes for leading the team. How does it feel? What does it do to you?
That's a good feeling. I'm really looking forward to this race, to the Tour, and it's my big goal the whole year. And that's something you're looking forward to, and it's a nice feeling that the team is having so much confidence in me that I start as the lead rider of the team, and I hope to give the team something back in the Tour.
Do you have any personal expectations? As an athlete, you have a dream or a goal. What would make it really be good for you, this tour?
Well, of course, my dream would be to do a really good classement and to win a stage. I think that's also the two goals of the team. And if I succeed in that, then my tour will for sure be a success. And I think there are a lot of chances for stage wins. Especially in the mountain stages, of course. And for the classement, of course, you have to be focused from Corsica, from the first stage till Paris. That's how it is.
We also got a few questions from fans, people that follow the team and the riders. And one question was, how do you deal with if things really go wrong? If you have a bad race, you got no juice in the legs, you got no juice in the mind, and you have people. Sometimes media, fans, giving criticism. How can you keep your back straight and keep moving forward?
I think you just have to stay positive, believe in your own strengths, and just know that there will be another day when things turn out well. And I think that's not When you have a bad result or a crash or something like that, it's just part of cycling, and you just have to step over it as soon as possible.
Then the other day we were preparing and we were talking to Leon Brouwer, the communications manager of the team, and he said, "Oh, the riders, it's three things. You know, they should not be standing too long because they get tired. If you can stand, you should sit, and if you should sit, you have to lay down. You know, just preserve energy." Is that something that you can relate to? Do you really make sure that it's resting? Can you maybe explain a bit to the people?
Yeah, for sure. I think as a cyclist, you're used to riding the bike, and you don't like to walk or to run because you use completely different muscles. And so that's just not what you want to do, and you want to keep all your energy you have for the thing you have to do for riding your bike. So that's what it's all about.
Good. And then a last question, also from a fan. There's a lot of bike tourists out there, people that ride the bike for fun. Sometimes a lot of people have criticism on the big packs that run over the bike lanes and that yell and don't have a bell on their bike. The guys that want to be pro, they want to look their bike as clean as possible, and the bell doesn't quite fit. Do you have a bell on your bike for training rides?
In my Dutch training bike, I have a bell, yeah, for sure. In Spain, I have an apartment in Spain. I don't need a bell over there, but in Holland, for sure, you need one.
So you're a polite cyclist. You respect the people around you.
Of course.
Okay, Bauke, I'm moving to the left to Robert. Welcome, Robert. I think first question is, how do you feel? We saw yesterday on TV in the Dutch National Championships, you had a bit of an unlucky spill, a fall right in the beginning, and I read in the reports a bruised rib. How is it now?
Yeah, better than expected. Had a good sleep and woke up pretty good this morning. Had a ride this morning and it was also not that bad, only breathing deep and getting out of the saddle hurts a bit, but as Bauke said before, disappointments are part of cycling, right?
Yeah. So there's no, we don't have to be concerned for your the tour and the participation, and that it's gonna be a big obstacle.
No, I think it will be okay. The doctors already had an X-ray for this morning schedule, but I said I think there's nothing, not much you can do anyway, even if it's broken. So it will be okay, I think. Yeah.
So then Nico was just talking about the strategy for the tour and this team. You will have a free roll, as he says it. How is that for you? What sort of sentiment does that give you when you go into the tour with that specific role in the team?
Well, it's different than the other years. I've always been going to the tour or to any Grand Tour I've done to do a general classification. This will be the first time I'll go to support Bauke and to try and get a stage success. It's a bit different because normally it's, as Bauke said, it's focused from day one on until the end. Now probably I'm more able to enjoy the tour a little bit, the big spectacle and all the media and everything. And of course I'm sure I will be good in the mountains and support Bauke, which is our main goal this tour, and I'm 100% behind that idea.
If you have an opportunity to look at a stage or at a personal success, is there also a stage that would mean more to you than another? I mean, every win you would take it, but we're thinking in the back, you once had an epic ride on the Ventoux with Cadel Evans, and that's a couple of years ago. Is there a place where you think, oh, that'd be great. That would be a huge inspiration for me.
Well, I think, as Nico said before, Ventoux and Alpe d'Huez are 2 days, 2 really epic days. 2 times Alpe d'Huez will be really, really special. So those days, of course, you look at those, but I would take any other stage in the Grand Tour, and then I would be really happy. So I think we with guys like Lars Petter, we will be there in those stages and try to be also in the front to ride for the stage or to be able to support Bauke if he comes with the best of the GC.
And another question, which is more maybe related to the new sponsor, to Belkin. A lot of you guys, you're pro cyclist, and a lot of the time you are away from home. I think sometimes it's, what is it, half the year you're traveling, training camps. So being connected to family, friends through modern technology is important. How are you involved in technology, and what is it? Did you see some of the products on Saturday night that Belkin makes that make your life easier?
Oh yeah, they came with a big box after the introduction to the riders, and yeah, I think everybody was enthusiastic about the products they already gave to us, and asked for some feedback if we how we liked them, and what we should or what they should improve or change. And yeah, as you said, we're away a lot of days a year from home. I've got a little daughter, Bauke as well. So yeah, stuff like that. They have great stuff to talk with your family at home. I think that will be nice to work with.
Yeah, I think we're going to see some nice innovation and products to link to the team and the riders. I have a last question, Robert. It was also from a fan, and it sort of relates to the life of a pro rider. There's so many people now that they love riding the bike, but riding the bike as a profession is very different than riding the bike for fun on a Sunday morning. So how would you say a typical day of a pro cyclist? How does it look like?
Yeah, well, yeah, it depends. If you talk about the race days, you talk more about what you said before, save your energy just for the race. But yeah, sometimes it's also good to go back to the point where it all started, and that's because we like to ride the bike, and then it's not that much different, I guess, from what a tourist does. Just enjoy the area around you and go out for a nice ride, and if you can keep the fun in doing that, and you're happy and you're free in your head, then results will come in the end for sure.
I think that's a great. I'm going to put this away because I think I have sound anyway. A great closure. It's if you enjoy what you do, that's what brings all these people to cycling. It's the passion for the sport. I want to thank you for the time and for coming here and talking to us. Ride the bike, have fun, enjoy what you do, and then hopefully the good results will come. So I'm wishing you all the best in France at the Tour, in the new kit, with the new bikes, with the new cars, and with Belkin as a new partner. So thank you. Maybe give the guys a round of applause, and then we'll close it up. So thank you. Then I want to wrap it up. The closing notes for everyone. First of all, a very big thank you. Thank you for coming here. Thank you for being here with so many people. For the media, there is an opportunity to talk to the riders, to have one-on-one interviews. So after that, you go back out of the main hall into the foyer, and on the top level of the foyer, we have little tables and sections where you can sit together with the riders, with the staff, the sports directors, but also with the people from Belkin, from the company. There is a press kit. That was another thing I was asked to tell you, a press kit that we have for all the people from the media. And then the last point is that a couple of the riders this morning sent out a tweet that there will be a Twitter ride for fans. We have no idea if any people show up. It's outside at 3:30. We asked them to rally here and to come together. We're going to ride at 4, but a couple of the riders, with some of the sports directors, could be 50, could be 100, could be more. We'll see. That's it. I want to thank you, and have a very good day, and the guys will be around to talk a bit more. Thank you.